Hey y'all, X Lugo here. I'm bringing you guys another build of Path of Exile 2, Dawn of the Hunt. This time we are going with the Warrior. Warbringer Ascendancy to be exact. We're playing a totem-based build. Super fun, very tanky. I just want to give a shout out to the community for liking and watching my last build guide for the Chronomancer. If you haven't checked that out, I do have a written guide and a endgame build. Everything will be in the description below. So I'm going to be showing in this video my current build and mapping and some details on leveling. This is not a league starter for leveling. This is based more so for people starting a new character who have some currency, some uniques that they can use. So, but the written guide that I'm gonna have in the description is gonna tell you how to level up through the acts so you can speed run the campaign and get to maps as fast as possible. Uh, Full disclosure, I usually make builds for the average player, people who still work a full-time job or go to school, so nothing is like min-maxing. I myself still work and go to school, so I try my best to make a casual build that just can play the game comfortably and not have to grind hours and hours for certain items. But yeah, thanks again for liking and watching the videos. Please subscribe if you haven't, and let's get to it. All right, let's start with the skill gems. The first one we're going to be starting with is Ancestral Spirits. I'm going to show you the support sockets real quick. Extra health, Culling Strike. This actually works very well with white mobs. It just pretty much one-shots them every time. Minion Mastery, just so you get an extra level to the spirits, and Blind. What Ancestral Spirits are is the first node you're going to be getting in the Ascendancy once you finish your first trial. We're going to be getting Answered Call. This grants you the skill. What this does is summons spirits whenever you summon a totem. Like these guys here, this guy's blowing the horn, gives you rage, also increases attack speed not just for you, but your totems as well. Sometimes you could get a turtle to spawn. It gives you like a little radius of defense, improves everyone's life as well. Let's go back to skills. Ray shield you automatically get from having a shield. I never use this because later on in Ascendancy you will get something that you don't have to raise your shield to block, which is very good. Mace Strike just a default. I don't use this. I use it in the beginning when I'm leveling up, but we really use Rolling Slam in the campaign. I don't use it at all anymore in mapping. I just wanted to put this here so I could show you the skill gems I used for it. Fist of War just enhances the first hit every 6 seconds. And Unbreakable. This is going to carry you in the campaign. This skill right here is going to carry you in the campaign. So what you do, you pair this move up with this weapon here. This hammer here, very cheap on the market. You can wear it at level 15. You put it on, and then you forget about it. Everything dies in front of you. And the best thing about this weapon here is slam skills that you use yourself create aftershock. So that's pretty much hitting an enemy with rolling slam 2 or 3 times with one cast. Like I said, rolling slam is used in the campaign mostly, paired up with this weapon. This weapon is going to carry you through acts 1, 2, and kind of 3-ish. Once you get to 3, you'll see your damage kind of decrease. That's when you upgrade your weapon to a two-hander that gives you plus to melee skills. Remember that. Once this weapon becomes weak in the campaign, you replace it with a weapon emphasizing plus to melee skills. Alright, let me move myself here. Let's go back to the skill gems. Orb of Storms, why am I using this? Well, as you can see, it's only level 4. That's the lowest level you can get for Orb of Storms. The reason why I'm using this at level 4, it only requires 25 intellect. And the main reason why we're doing it is not for damage, it's for the support gems. Let me move myself again. This spawns a Fountain of Blood that increases your life regeneration every second. That also heals your totems as well. This is just there so you can have it on the ground for longer. And then another Fountain of Rage, what gives you rage, not just you, but your totems as well. And then our bread and butter, this is our Warrior Totems. You get this at way later levels and towards the end of the campaign. Before you get this, you're going to be using the Shockwave Totems here. It's going to be the same support gems. So the support gems I'm about to show you for the Warrior Totems are the same for the Shockwave Totems. So the Shockwave Totems are going to be carrying you through the campaign. As well as Earthquake, you're going to be using this with Rolling Slam until your Shockwave Totems are getting a bit stronger so you don't have to use Earthquake anymore. Our first Spirit Gem will be Herald of Ash. Just slap this on. You don't need any support skills for this. Just slap it on at level 4. Keep it at level 4. And then you'll just see things just blow up on the screen for you during the campaign. Coming back to the Warrior Totem. So you can equip a skill for the Warrior Totem to cast. Our skill that we're using is Sunder. So when you cast it, the Warrior Totem comes out and it starts slamming with the Sunder skill, which is very handy because it covers a large radius of the screen for you. So when you're summoning multiple totems, they're just sundering everywhere. The first one, the support gem we're going to get is just more physical damage. Attack speed. Attack speed actually matters for totems. Makes them attack faster, pretty much. Duh. And then we're using Heft here for more maximum physical hit damage. And then, I don't know why I have these down here, but Shield Charge is to get you moving around the map a little quicker. Stomping Grounds, Momentum. This is when you get your shield. And then our main Spirit Gem that we're going to be using is Time of Need here. This heals you and cures your elemental ailments. It's very handy. It just makes you survive a little longer. Let's say if you get shocked or whatever, this comes online and then you're not shocked anymore. Fast forward and Vitality. This way you're regenerating 1% of your maximum life all the time because this is going to be equipped all the time. Alright, so quick tip here. If you wish to add a companion, they did nerf the best companion in the game. Well, they didn't really nerf it. They just said they changed where beasts that are already fast cannot get the haste aura, which is technically nerfing the big gorilla monster, the big gorilla beast. I tamed this boar, which gave me haste aura. The boar works fine. If you guys want to do this, if you guys have extra spirit towards the end of the campaign and want to do this, you do this in the Infested Barrens camp checkpoint. There's always a boar there. Just respawn the checkpoint every time. Do not kill it, because then you have to reset the instance. Once you find the boar, it's next to another rare. Find the boar, get the checkpoint. If it doesn't have a haste aura, you reload the checkpoint. Keep doing that until you see the haste aura. Cast your Taming Beast spell, kill it in 9 seconds, and then you get the companion. Keep it at level 9, that way we don't have to raise our dexterity above 72. These are the support gems I would use for it here. Elemental Army, Last Gasp, and Loyalty. But yeah, that's about it for the skill gems. Alright, let's talk about the gear. So like I was mentioning earlier, this hammer will be carrying you through the campaign, up from Acts 1 through all the way 3, and in like the middle of 3, you might have to replace this with a hammer that gives you something like plus to all melee skills. I say that because our totems, their level scaling is what scales their damage, so the more levels they have, the more damage they have. We are using the key passive Giant's Blood. In the passive tree, you go all the way down here. What this does is it gives you the ability to wield a two-hander with either a shield or another two-hander in the other slot. What we're doing here, we're having a two-hander in this slot with a shield in this slot. So you'll need triple strength, but we're going to have enough strength to wield the two-hander no problem. Like I said, once this is over, it doesn't do a lot of damage. You switch to a rare that gives you plus to melee skills. Maybe you can look for something like increased physical damage, but the most important thing is plus to all melee skills. So that's our weapon here. Rings, I've upgraded my rings just to give me a resistance cap and some dexterity so I can use the Taming Beast. Both rings are pretty similar. This one has strength instead of dexterity. Remember what I said earlier, strength is what increases the ancestral spirit's damage. Chest piece here, just more resistance. Try to aim for maximum life and life regen. Later on, I'm going to show you why life regen is important. We do not use mana in this build. We use our health to cast our spells. So the more life regen we have, the more, well, the less cast cost there'll be because our health is just going to be regenerating constantly so we can cast comfortably. Helmet here, just more resistance, more strength. Like the accuracy rating and maximum mana don't matter. They're dead nodes for us because we do use resolute technique, so we never miss. Because we aren't critting in this build, so that is a perfect node for us. Our unique amulet here, if you have an extra currency, I think about like 20 exalt, this is how much this goes for. This is very useful though. If you do have some spare exalt, I would highly recommend getting this because what this does is gives your skills a +1 to their limits. So if you can cast 2 totems, let's say, this would enable it to be cast 3 times. So you have 3 totems instead of 2. Increases your damage by a ton. This also works with Orb of Storm. So you can cast one in front of you and maybe cast one to the side so you can keep moving back and forth. But you're still getting the benefits of the Fountain of Blood and Fountain of Rage. If you do not have enough exalts for this, just get an amulet that gives you +2 melee skills, and you'll be set for the campaign. But once you get to endgame, like mapping, I highly recommend getting this one. And then use this allocation. It's pretty cheap. This just gives you more block chance. And then another unique we're using for the like later on in the campaign, you can get this. And I'm using it for maps. It's really good still. Is this gives you the ability to regenerate 3% of your maximum life per second. It also increases your maximum fire resistance, gives you fire resistance as well. So this shield is really good for regenerating our life. This with some certain nodes we're gonna get, our life regen is really good. That's what I was saying earlier, like for the chest piece to get more life regen. That way you're always passively healing. You barely are gonna be using your life flask unless you get hit by a hard hitting mechanic from a boss or something that you did not dodge. So you're always going to be passively healing. Boots just get movement speed, some resistance. Life regen is very important. Like I said before, strength. The more strength you have, the more damage your totems will do. Our belt, they added new belts with the recent patch, so now you can get more charm slots. I just have resistance, more strength on this one. And then once you get some good gloves with melee skills and some resistance, things are going to be looking very fun and very nice for you and your totems. They're going to be very powerful once you're capping your levels for those skill gems by a lot. And then these are the 2 charms I use. You can use whichever one. I'm trying to replace the stun one with whenever you become frozen. It uses it. You can't be frozen. And then Life Flask, I mean, just get one that just heals you. Really, just heals you for a lot of health. Mana Flask doesn't matter. We're not using mana. And then, yeah, these are the skills I was going over earlier. Cool. Let's start with the Ascendancy first in the passive tree. The first trial you complete, you're going to go straight up and get your first node here to get your Ancestral Spirits. It gets super fun once you have these. You'll just have like a little mini army around you. And then your second trial, once you finish, you're going to get here this node here, block chance, and then you gain 40% base chance to block from equipped shield instead of shield's value. What that means is when you go to your inventory and you look at your shield, this shield values block chance is 25%. So instead of getting 25%, we are getting 40%. That way you can use like these smaller shields that have very good benefits for you and still get a good block chance out of it because of that ascendancy node here. Once you are able to do your third trial, I did my trial in the second Moss trial. It was smooth because I could just summon the totems from far away. Everything dies and you just keep going. You don't even get hit really. And then when it comes to the bosses, your totems are stunning them, so it's a smooth ride. But once you complete your third trial, you go here, get more block chance, and get Turtle Charm. This Turtle Charm node makes the build very, very tanky. It does give you 25% less block chance, which is fine. We're going to be getting a lot of block chance nodes in the passive tree and then other places as well. But you can block damage from all hits while shield is not raised. Like I was saying earlier, way back, we do have raised shield, but I never use it because of this node here. This acts like my shield is raised constantly. So you'll be blocking many, many, many hits from monsters and you will feel the difference in the tankiness level. It's super great. They even buffed it this patch in 0.2. It used to decrease your block chance by 35. Now it's 25. So it's easier to get your block cap up. Mine's 67. I'm trying to get it to 75. Even at 67 right now, even at 60, you will feel a huge difference with that ascendancy node. It is very, very, very powerful when it comes to making your guy tanky. Anyone who's doing a Warbringer build, if it's a War Cry or anything else that's not totems, if you get this Turtle Charm here, you will be very tanky. But you need to be using a shield to use this ascendancy. It does not work without a shield equipped. Just FYI. Okay, let's finish up passive tree here. So when you start the game, you start a fresh character. You're going to be coming up here. You see intelligence nodes for me, but for you as a fresh character, just get strength nodes. The only reason why I have intelligence nodes is just so I can equip certain gear, like the shield requires a couple intelligent points and then some skill gems as well. You go here, fill in the nodes a little. Do not go up yet. Keep going down this way. And then to the left. Up. And then get Resolute Technique for your first Keystone node. This way, you won't miss any of your hits. We don't do critical damage, so it doesn't matter. Come down here. Our first jewel socket here. This one, the most important passives you can get on a jewel is life regen and block chance. Block chance, aim for block chance first, but if you get both, perfect. Come down here, get some nodes here, get some more strength. You're going to need strength to be able to wield your two-hander with the shield. Come down here, get some totem damage. The totem nodes are mostly down south, so once you're getting these nodes, your totem damage will be better throughout the campaign. Coming down here, go to the left. Get Giant's Blood. That way you can use your two-hander with your shield. Get these nodes here. Oh, this is the one that's very important. 1% increased damage per 15 strength. Like I was saying way earlier in the video, the more strength you have, the more damage you have is because of this node here, brute strength. So stacking strength stacks damage. Come down here, get this another jewel socket. Come here, finish up with the totems here. With watchtowers, you get to summon an extra totem, which increases your damage by a ton. And then skills that summon totems have a 20% chance to summon 2 totems instead. That's okay, it really doesn't matter. Your cast speed is going to be pretty fast, but if you cast one time and this RNG pops off, 2 totems will pop up, but it still takes effect as having 2 totems out. Alright. Once you're finished all down here, come back up and then fill in these nodes here. But you want to go north first and then finish this little tree here. Get more totem damage. Come to the left and get this node, Blood Magic. So towards the end of the campaign, you will have, I wouldn't say you will struggle, but it will be kind of harder to cast often because of less mana. Once you get this node here, you can actually go for this node first if you wish, but you must have a lot of health and life regen to be able to use this node. This will cost your life instead of mana. Once you get this, you could just spam abilities, no problem, as long as you have enough life regen. Coming up north here, we're going to get some block chance nodes here. Here, some more defense. And then 1% increased damage per 1% chance of block. So the more block chance you have, the more strength you have, the more damage you have. So it's a lot of damage with a lot of defense as well. And we can get the same node down here once you go to the right. You get this little tree here, more block chance, and then this node here. Again, 1% increased damage per 1% chance of block. You have 2 of these nodes. You're stacking defense, but at the same time, you are stacking offense as well. So I'm going to just hover slowly again, so that way you can go back to the video to, if you wish to just copy it, have a guide for it as well. Slowly come up here, finish this tree. Get these nodes, little small nodes, more attack speed, more physical damage. Your blood magic. More block chance. Coming down south, you get some of these nodes for block chance as well. All these. If you get higher level than 82 that like I am now, keep going to the right here. Again, come down here, get these nodes for more attributes and 7% increase attributes, more strength, or damage. Cool. That's it for the passive tree. If you finish your last trial, I will most likely be going with these nodes up here, just so my totem are going to be surviving more. And then this node here is, if I get hit, 20% of the damage goes to my nearest totem instead of me, which makes me a ton more tankier. Yep, cool. Trying to think if there's anything else I have to go over. Yeah, pretty much aim for the Resolute Technique Keystone first. Try to get Giant's Blood second, and then Blood Magic third. And then you should be all set with the campaign. For my Atlas, I know some of you guys like to see what people are doing for their Atlas passive tree. I went straight down to the left and got all strong boxes. I love those unique Campbell strong boxes. So this is perfect for me. And this this note here, strong boxes in your maps have 15% chance to be openable twice. Actually works like often. I've opened many strong boxes twice, and it's always a surprise when it happens. But yeah. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys a quick little gameplay of the build. I do have my beast here. This is the boar. Gives me haste aura, and this is a T14. These are the mods top left. I do have temporal chains, which I absolutely hate having on any character. And we'll do this ritual real quick. We'll just summon this. Place your totems down. Your orb of storms that grant you the fountains of rage and life. And then you just walk around and wait for your totems to kill everything. You see here, I'm taking damage, but my life regen is so good that I don't really have to heal. Put some more Orb of Storms. And just watch all the Sunders go. Keep circling around. And rituals are no problem. Keep your totems at max limit if you can. For me, it's 4. You can tell on the left side how many you have out or on your skill bar. And then that's it. Quick little demonstration on how the build works, especially in a closed environment as rituals. Rituals can get out of hand very quickly if you don't have enough damage or defense to survive the waves. But yeah. If you guys reached this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. Everything is going to be in a written guide that I went over in this video. It's going to be in the description. Just click the link. You can go over that. That's mostly going to be written for a leveling build. It has some details on what to do for early maps. When it comes to the passive tree, just come back to this video if you're finished with the campaign. That way you know where to go next. I really enjoy playing this type of playstyle with the totems. Just summon them, they do everything for you, and you just survive. Thanks again for watching my other build guys with the Chronomancer. I appreciate it. I got a lot of love from the PoE community. It's really nice since I'm still brand new to the Path of Exile scene. I really enjoy the game. I love the updates they're doing. Not the nerfs, but the positive updates. And yeah, thanks so much again, guys. See you guys next time.